helped me to support my family during my time here in Australia.
For me, as a research student, we have normally two options: the academic jobs and casual job.
A disability support worker,
as a casual tutor and lecturer,
Kitchen hand.
newspaper delivery. We'll be sitting and listening to lectures and taking notes for a disabled student in Japan. We have to arrive earlier or at least at the same time as other students so that we don't miss out the lectures. Otherwise, I won't be able to type in whatever the lectures will be on that day. So yeah, the lecture today is on professional writing. So one of the benefits doing this part-time work is, in addition to getting money from working, helping students to do their work, but I also get to learn that unit freely. So that's why I also selected units in which I think I will benefit from learning. I might as well just use this opportunity to build my skills while helping a disabled student. So yeah, and I'm going to wait some students, one of my students to come, and I will just pretend as normal students in this class.
I've been working there, part of my PhD research for almost 2 years.
Today our main agenda is we are going to talk about performing substantive procedures, performing some.
They offer me a chance to, in the first semester, teach as a tutor and also as a lecturer. Good opportunity for me to learn new things, teaching different students, and of course, completely different experience. I'm working maximum 10 hours in a week. As a PhD students, we can only up to maximum 10 hours in a week because otherwise it's difficult for us to manage our research. Teaching for me is a serious job, so I prepare at least 3 hours before I come to my class. I spend a lot of time reading the teaching material, preparing the scenario, what I have to explain to my student before the day, what should be the question for my students, what will be the ice-breaking question for the students at the beginning of my lecture.
I'm good at all, I already know. So I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. That's 3 questions. Have a try if you can
Prepare everything for my teaching. I have to prepare some questions and answer for the students. I have interactive session in the class.
Question number 2.
And not only that, after my teaching finish, I usually spend about 2 hours to allocate my time to have a consultation session with the students. Usually students come to my office and they talk about the assignment, they talk about the question during the class that they do not understand. Yeah. So I have to provide more time for them. It's not only about the face-to-face sessions, I also have to spend time to replying their email, sometimes quite simple and easy questions that basically that they can find on Moodle, on our learning system, or even in the unit guidelines. So yeah, I have to reply the questions. The main emphasis is not only on us, on the lecturer, but only how we interact with the students, so more on student-centered learning. And the challenge is that we have to make sure that students participate and engage in our class in terms of have a good discussions, raising a lot of questions during discussions, and we basically lecturer, the main role is moderating the class rather than a one-way communication.
taking a casual job as a kitchen hand because the time flexibility, which is in the afternoon, and it's not so far away from my lab or office in a campus, so you only take like 5 or 10 minutes walking to get there, and it isn't a very hard working job actually. So sometimes working is also like refreshing my mind, and it helps my study as well, as long as I'm not working every day.
I'm a newspaper delivery driver. I normally work from 4:30 a.m. till 6:30 a.m. Normally what I do is I wrap papers like this from pieces of papers into bundles of papers like this, and from around 200-300 papers a day I drove around people's houses and throw the newspapers while driving. Firstly, you have to be able to get up early, and then secondly, you have to concentrate and not making sure that you're not hitting any cars on the streets, because as you have seen here, a lot of cars are parked between the streets. Yeah, anything can happen on the streets, and sometimes if the papers miss, didn't really fit into someone's house, I have to pick it up and put it back, and yeah, pretty much all things like that. But all in all, I guess it's a good exercise, and as well as like a Formula driver, you have to have a good skills of driving and making sure nobody's get hurt.
And you have to wake very early morning, like 4:30 or 4:45, and normally I start at home from 4:45 or 5 o'clock, and then by 6:30 I already at home. Physical job, non-academic job will help me to, do things different, like a recreational activity. It's very simple. We basically, the job require two things actually, just loading the newspaper into our car and deliver the newspaper according to the list of address have been made by the manager. Working day is very easy because the paper normally this big, very small. But on the weekend it can be like quite larger. So it take more time, it more energy as well. And another thing is the praying, because sometimes it's cross over with subuh praying time. During summer it's good because the praying for subuh is come earlier, between 4:45 to 4:30, so you can pray at home. During winter will be more challenge because the time for subuh praying is a bit around the time where you deliver the paper. So take it simple. I sometimes pray on the car if I have to, because when the weather is wet and cold. Sometimes I spread my mat, praying mat on the parking lot, somewhere in the between on the spot. But most of the time I pray on the car. And yeah, I stay with the job because it's simple. Basically, it's short. It doesn't require particular skill. You can learn it within a week, and then it's simple. Only 1/2 hours every day, and I do it 5 days a week. And the pay is good. It's quite helping in daily expense, me within family.